Hey guys, what's up? Blacker Bricks here, back with another video. Now this is episode 11 of the series Lego Investing versus Parting Out. Today we're going to be taking a look at set number 10270, the Bookshop. Now I know I have reviewed quite a few of the modulars lately, and I promise I won't do too many more. We really only have one more after this, the police station. All I'm really waiting is for it to be added to the Brickstock database so I can get started in that. I think I might actually do the flower bouquet next, but if there's another set you want me to go over, let me know. So let's take a look. A couple of quick facts about this set. This was released in January of 2020. It's sort of the modular theme is that they're released every year at the beginning of the year. So this was last year's modular, and it was fairly popular. Bit of reference, I do not actually own the set. I do plan on purchasing it. I was kind of waiting for it to go on sale, but I doubt that's going to happen, so I'll really just pick it up whenever it's back in stock on their website. It is, as I said, currently out of stock, and I guess another cool thing about the set is it's actually comprised of two 16 by 16 buildings, so they can actually be separated, so that's pretty cool. As for minifigures, there's nothing crazy. You just got some standard minifigures. It's always important to look at those when you are thinking about investing or parting out. So now that I mentioned Brickstock fairly towards the beginning, I'm going to show you. So Brickstock, as I've said before, is a free software. What I'm going to do is press on File, Import Set Inventory. So then I'm going to go down to Modulars, and hopefully from there I can find it. So we have Bookshop. Okay. So let's take a look. How many parts do we have in total? Looks like we have 632 lots and 2,580 items, about weight of 4.7 pounds. And let's set this to the 6-month sales average. So that usually takes a tiny bit of time. We have a little, I think, loading bar down there, but it's pretty great. Okay, so we have the prices loaded. Let me just see what it's showing me. It's showing me a value of $412.51 roughly. So let's sort by price. Okay, so it seems like the most expensive or valuable part here is the green 16 by 32 base plate. That's coming out to about $750, and since there are two of them, they total up to about $15. So the difference between these two is this is the price per unit, and then this is the price total. So that is calculated by multiplying the quantity by the price, if you guys already didn't know that. Then the minifigures are up there, and interestingly enough, the chameleon is also up there. Now the interesting thing is I'm pretty sure you could buy this chameleon on shop.lego, the bricks and pieces. I'm not sure if it's still available. Then we have the bird, and then nest, also fairly expensive, and then just a couple other parts. So with the exception of the minifigures and a couple of cool printed parts, it seems like everything in this is fairly standard actually. So we just have usual parts, and I mean, usually for there to be something that you want to part out, it has to be one of a couple of factors, right? There are a lot of pieces that are high in demand, right? For example, a set like the treehouse with pieces like lots of leaves and tiles, like brown tiles, those are pieces that are high in demand, right? Because mock builders or people that buy on Bricklink quite often and in high quantities, they're looking for those kinds of pieces, so leaves and tiles and stuff like that. Now, a set like this, although it is a great set, it comes with sort of a variety of pieces, right? It comes with some bricks, it comes with some tiles, some arches, all sorts of things. So it might not be the best set to part out, right? Especially when we already know from just past experience that that modulars tend to go up in value so much. So after we've looked at the detail items, why don't we go on Bricklink then and take a look at the price guide, right? Because sometimes these numbers don't match up directly on Bricklink. So we want to see, what does Bricklink expect the part out value to be, just as of what is it, February 17th, I think today? Yeah. So this comes out to $405, not that far away from their value actually, interestingly enough. Now this set retails for, I believe, $180. Yep. So $405.72 divided by $179.99 comes out to about 2.25. Now, as I've said before, there is usually an ideal value. When you divide the part out value by the retail, you really want to go for something that's above 3. Now, this is obviously ideal, right? I mean, it's rare that you'll get a set like that, and usually you're going to have to buy something on a good sale and it has to be a set that's already fairly valuable. So that's my aim as a seller, is to get above that 3. It's not always possible, and sometimes you need to make sacrifices or decisions, right? Like, okay, I know these medium nougat, I think that I might be wrong, maybe that's dark orange. The turquoise and the blue, they sell so well, so fine, it makes sense, right? Maybe these leaves are super popular, or the minifigure, something like that. So even if it isn't 3, you can make that decision to say, fine, maybe it's a calculated risk, or it's something that I know will pay off, and maybe quickly. So there is a lot of stuff here that's up to the seller, right? I mean, when I make this video, I'm not forcing you have to part this or you have to sell it. It's just a suggestion. And then again, this is just my experience, right? We never know with this investing. It might change in the future, right? Maybe modulars stop being popular. I mean, I don't know why that would happen, because the reason they're popular, right? As I've said many times, is one quick indicator of a set's popularity in the future is how adult themed or how adult directed is it, right? Maybe a small Friends polybag won't go up much in value because adults are not paying for small Friends polybags, right? Adults really are going to pay a higher price for something that's collectible. So for example, the Dark Knight, the tumbler from that movie, has gone up a lot in value because it's a collector's item. It was already $200, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I doubt there are any kids sitting around with $200, $300 just ready to buy it, right? So you have to be a little bit older, maybe even teenagers. So you really need to look, what is the appeal of this set to older people, right? People that actually have money. So that's always a very important thing. So yeah, just initially it doesn't seem like the best to part out. Let's take a look at the price guide. So on the last 6 months, it sold 143 times, a total quantity of 180. The minimum price, 0. I don't even know. That's like so mysterious. Maybe someone just sold like a single part from it for free. I don't exactly. Maybe sometimes they round it down. The average price was $173. The maximum price was $318. Then the current items for sale, cheapest is 0. I don't know what they mean by that. And the max price is $486. Looks like our average price is sitting at about $231. The reason I don't trust this price too much is because the max price tends to skew our data quite a bit. So really just let's go in and see. So it seems that our cheapest copy of this set comes from Hong Kong. It's $135, actually really cheap. It looks like a lot of them actually are coming from Hong Kong. Maybe they have some deals going on over there. Anyways, let's take a look at the cheapest US price, right? I'm based in the US. It's important for me to look. What is my competition? I'm just going to change this to new and sealed. Okay, so already this set is still available. The cheapest is $230, so that's $50 above retail. And I feel that a lot of people, including myself, are able to justify a set's purchase if it adheres to that 10 cent. Sorry, so if a set is 3,000 pieces, you're willing to pay $300, right? Because it's that 10 cent price to part ratio, which you usually see. Now, modulars in general are actually really good because they're almost always under that 10 cents. So there might be 8 cents, right? So if we take a look at this set, the way to calculate the price to part ratio is we take these parts divided by the cost. Now, I'm just taking the price without any... Okay, so my bad. I actually did that backwards. What I meant to do is 180. All right, I feel really stupid now. 180 divided by 2,504. So each part is roughly 7 cents. So apologies for that mishap in the beginning, but we can calculate that each part is roughly 7 cents. So already, even before this has been retired, it's 230. And you can see that these people they're already charging, like people are charging 400. Now, to be honest, I doubt anyone is going to, what is that name? Starving Student Bricker. That's sort of funny, sort of sad. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. I see that as sort of interesting. I mean, we can actually also do something. We can take a quick look at the average retiring time on Brickset. That's one thing Brickset is very good at. Although they do have a lot of ads, we can let's take a look. Okay. So let's just take a look at some of the more recent ones. So the Downtown Diner, I wonder actually if it has been officially retired, because I know the Brickbank has been. Does it show over here? So it says sold 2016 to 2018. This one was sold 2016 to, okay, wow. So it looks like just a couple days ago that retired. And the Downtown Diner, it seems that November 2020. So this one stayed for about 4 years, actually, fairly long. This one stayed for about 2 years. Now, obviously, this one's an exception because this was like a special 10-year thing. This one about 2 years, 10 months, 3 years, 10 months, 5 years, 10 months, 4 years, 10 months. So honestly, this is really all over the place. I wish there was an easier way. I think we can confidently say that it's going to stick around till at least 2022, right? So at least 2 years, because it's only been, that's really peculiar. So it says that it's not being sold anymore. I don't know how accurate that is, to be honest. I mean, this this shows that it's only been sold for 13 days, and I doubt that's true. So I don't know if we can give this complete credit to the statements that are being made over here. It is interesting, though. So I guess we can expect this to stick around till at least 2022. We can take a look at Brick Economy as well. They estimate the retirement as far as 2023, somewhere in the beginning there. And for once, they actually expect it to go up a decent bit. Usually they are only expecting it to go up a couple dollars, all the way up to 300 by 2027. So that is quite a bit from now. So yeah, I think my final verdict for the set would definitely be to hold on to this and invest. I also sort of feel bad because these videos tend to be sort of repetitive. I give the same sort of advice. I don't know how much variance there is between these various Lego modulars. There is some small things, like this, for example, has a better part out value than most. So it's not a terrible idea, right? I'm not gonna say, oh, never part this out. More than anything, it's probably going to be kind of a hassle too, right? Because even if you part out just one, it's not a good idea. I would never recommend parting out just one of a set. I have done it before. Not a good idea. Those parts sit around for a really long time, and there's not much use to yourself either. So always part out at least 3. 2 is still on the lower side, so 3. So you're going to have to spend, even if you get this somehow if you get this at a good discount, you're still going to be spending like $200, $300. So it doesn't make sense to me, especially then you're going to have to go through the time, because this is like 10, 15 bags. So you're going to spend a lot of time only for maybe a 2.25 or 2.3 part out value. So it really is one of those things where it's time versus money, right? Especially when we can predict that this might go up to 400, right? That price we're seeing, 400, might go up to that in maybe 2 or 3 years if you just let it sit. Now, obviously, then you need the time and you need the space, which not everyone has. So really, at the end, it's up to you. My suggestion, hold on to it, wait for it to go up in value. Hope this video helped, guys. I really enjoy making these videos, and I love to see what you guys have for me, what ideas you have for me. So I will wrap this video up, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks again, and have a great day.